Representing the 26 to 27 foot class in the center console category, the Edgewater 262cc has an overall length of 26 feet 5 inches, a beam of 9 feet 3 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 500. Engineered for family excursions, she has a draft of 21 inches, a dry weight of 5,000 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 163 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, Dave East and Rick Riles.
This is the Edgewater 262cc, and when I look at this boat, the only thing I can think of is like a fireworks show. The two most spoken words in any fireworks show is ooh and ah.
And you're right, but that almost applies to this boat. There's so many things about this boat that make you go, ooh, oh, that's nice. You know, Dave, I'm seeing families further and further offshore than ever before. These boats have got to be suited to families. They really did it here. Let's be honest. I mean, these countertops and such, they speak to taking mama and daughters fishing. They really do. But look how much time they spent designing this and how effective it is. 7-foot rod locker right here, lockable. Prep station, you can put all the tackle, or you can put the lunch in here if that's what you're gonna make. Edgewater said this boat really appealed to their dual console customers. I can understand why.
Well, when I see a bow configuration like this, what I see, this has been engineered. This wasn't an afterthought. This wasn't something they added on. This was given a lot of thought when they sat down to design this boat from scratch, and it shows. This is going to be a very comfortable place for the family to sit. You can remove the cushions. You also have a little raised deck if you want to use it for fishing. So this wasn't, like I said earlier, wasn't an afterthought. They thought a lot about this, and they designed it for one specific purpose, and that's comfort.
Comfort for the whole family. You don't just raise those seats, you unlatch them from here. What that does is, when they're closed, they're tight closed. We bounced off some waves today. You never heard any lids slamming up here in the bow. You know what you've never seen? A truly comfortable head and interior console on a 26-foot boat. You want to see one? Open this door right here. Now that is a wide open, comfortable place to go down into if you have to go.
Well, we had talked about the engineering of the bow. This just fits the engineering of the whole boat. When the whole face of the console opens, look how much access you have in and out. Not just for using the head or using the sink or anything. If you want to store stuff down there, trying to go through a little small door, it's tough. When the whole face opens up like this, one, it's going to be safer, especially in rough water, to get in and out of the console. But to have the maximum amount of usage to the console, you have the maximum amount of opening to get into it. All right, look at this Edgewater's top. This isn't something that some guy in an aluminum shop built and sold to Edgewater. This is an engineered design top with extruded metal. It almost gives you the feel of a pilot house, but the function of a center console.
There's no legs down to the deck. It is part of the console, if you will. It's built specifically for this, and it does a fine job.
Well, you've got a nice flat dash. All your electronics will fit there. They went with backup switches, which is good. You know it's positively on or positively off. And even just the little things, you've got 2 footrests down here. One for when you're standing and one for when you're in the seated position. Little things like that that make a huge difference when you spend all day out on the water. But this is certainly an all-inclusive design of a helm seat if you've ever seen one.
What didn't they do? Okay, it is a rocket launcher, it is a prep station and tackle drawers, and it is a cooler. What didn't they include in this helm station?
Well, the way that they've cantilevered this out the back, it gives you a lot more room under there for your cooler, and it comes out on a slide.
Long fish boxes here, but long doors for them. You know what that means? You can clean them easily.
Well, you look over here, they've got a side entry door and they've got a transom door. At first you might think that's redundant, but it's really not, because this is an easy way into the water, that's the easy way out of the water. You have a swim ladder, you come right up the ladder, you come right through the transom door, it's an easy way to get out. The best way to get in, when you get your dive gear on, is open the door and just step through.
And oh, by the way, a freshwater shower between the two. That's not bad.
Well, you've got stern seating here that folds out of the way when not in use. And behind it, another family feature, you've got a ski pole. It's just one more thing that Edgewater added to make this boat family friendly.
Round this baby out with a good circulating live well in the transom, Dave, and it's well engineered all the way from bow to all the way to stern. I tell you what, this might be the best boat for getting your family a little further offshore out on the water, getting them involved in blue water fishing.